Until recently, Jean-Claude Juncker's name was barely familiar to most Europeans. Suddenly, the former Luxembourg Prime Minister has become a source of bitter controversy across the EU. In Britain, he's described as the most dangerous man in Europe. In Berlin, he's held up as a champion of democracy. What's thrust Mr. Juncker into the limelight is his expected nomination for the EU's top job, European Commission President. If Europeans are hungering for a fresh face, Mr. Juncker isn't it. For 18 years, he served as Luxembourg's Prime Minister until his resignation last July. He's a veteran of EU summits and a fixture in the corridors of Brussels. Mr. Juncker was present at the creation of the euro in the early 1990s. More recently, he chaired the all-night meetings of Eurozone finance ministers when emergency bailouts were cobbled together at the height of the crisis. He was a strong defender of Greece in particular. What the Brits so object to about Mr. Juncker is that he is a federalist. He favors closer integration of the EU's member states. In modern-day Britain, federalist is becoming something of a slur, but on the continent it's very much the mainstream, particularly in smaller member states like Luxembourg, which rely on strong EU institutions like the Commission to make sure that they're not trampled by bigger member states. Above all, Mr. Juncker, the son of a steelworker, is a pragmatist and a deal-maker. What made him so successful in Luxembourg for so many years was his ability to satisfy two very different constituencies. On the one hand, foreign bankers who demanded low taxes, and on the other, a legion of civil servants and government workers who wanted generous social benefits. If European leaders want to reform the EU, Mr. Juncker is hardly an obvious choice. But his long experience, his deal-making savvy, and his unique understanding of the EU's Byzantine bureaucracy could make him a surprisingly effective one.